Hi everyone, it's me, Nanny Annie again. I've come to tell you my second story that I tell my grandkids. You know, sometimes my grandkids call me Nanny Crazy Hair, and I can see why. Anyway, I want you to enjoy the story, so if you like to listen, that would be great. Okay? This one's called Maxon the Ogre's Teeth. Maxon was a very smart, good-looking ogre. In fact, he was the best ogre in the land under the bridge, where all the ogres lived. Everyone said his teeth were the pointiest and shiniest in the land. In fact, they were so white, ogres had to wear sunglasses when he smiled at them. His mum and dad were so very proud of their handsome, clever boy. One day, Maxon decided he didn't want to brush his teeth anymore. He was so fed up with grown-ups asking him to smile and then laughing at him and saying, "Oh, let me put my sunglasses on." He just wanted to be the same as all the other little ogres. He had a plan where he pretended to brush his teeth in the morning and night so his mum and dad wouldn't notice. He was so smart he was able to trick them for weeks and weeks. As time went by, Maxon's teeth lost their shine and became greener and greener. And when he looked in the mirror, he saw his pointy teeth were as green as grass, with moss growing near the gums. He was very proud of them, but he knew that he had to keep them secret because his mum and dad would make sure he cleaned them. One morning his dad said he could smell a funny smell. "It's really awful," he said, but he couldn't work out where it come from. He checked all the drains and asked the farmer if he'd been spreading manure on the fields, but the farmer said he hadn't. The smell got worse and worse every day. Maxon carried on with his plan, and when he was in school listening to a funny story the teacher was telling them, he burst out laughing, and out of his mouth came the most horrible smelling green grass, and those sitting near him fainted. There was panic as each of his friends moved away from him because they didn't want to get gassed. His teacher, Mrs. Brainybum, had seen this happen before, and she knew just what to do. Wearing a scarf over her mouth, she took Maxon into a storeroom and told him to stay there until she got help. Maxon felt lonely in the room by himself, but he couldn't come out and put his friends in danger from his terrible breath. His mum and dad finally arrived at school wearing gas masks, and they took Maxon to the emergency dentist at Ogre City. Ogre City Dental Surgery was a very modern, super-duper place with a magic chair that moved up and down and laid flat like a bed. Maxon loved that chair, and the dentist, Dr. Charlie, was so kind and made Maxon laugh. He always gave him a sticker when he'd been to see him, like he gave other brave ogres who had their teeth done. Dr. Charlie looked really serious when they arrived, and Maxon became a little bit scared. His mum cuddled him and told him everything was going to be okay. But Dr. Charlie said, "I need to take you into the room in a minute, Maxon. I'll just get ready." So when Dr. Charlie called him in, Maxon was so surprised because Dr. Charlie was wearing a spacesuit and a space helmet. Oh my goodness. But Dr. Charlie said, "It's okay, Maxon, don't be worried. I have to wear this because your bad ogre breath is really, really dangerous." He told Maxon to open his mouth so he could see what he was doing during the operation. Maxon opened his mouth as wide and large as he could get. Dr. Charlie was relieved he was wearing a helmet so that he couldn't smell the awful fumes that were coming from Maxon's terrible green breath. Oh dear, it's awful. But Dr. Charlie was really brave, and Maxon didn't mind because he really wanted to be a normal ogre again like the other ogre kids. So, being really patient, Dr. Charlie started scraping the mould off Maxon's teeth and brushing and scrubbing and squirting water and spraying until Maxon's teeth felt 1,000 times better. Then Dr. Charlie got this round brush and he put some pink stuff on it and told Maxon to open his mouth again. And then he opened his mouth really wide and Dr. Charlie started polishing his teeth. After 5 minutes, Dr. Charlie stopped and gave Maxon some water to flush out his mouth and spit into the bowl, which he did. Then Dr. Charlie said, "Right, Maxon, I want to show you something." And he took off his gas mask, and he took off his helmet, and he took off his spacesuit, and then he gave Maxon a mirror. And Maxon smiled, and when he smiled, he was so surprised because his teeth were so shiny and pointy and white. He just thought, wow, I need my sunglasses to look at my teeth. In came his mum and dad, and they took off their gas masks as well, and they put on their sunglasses, and they said, "Oh wow, you're back to being our smart, shiny-toothed little boy again. Wow." And they were so happy. And then Dr. Charlie said to Maxon, "You've been so brave, Maxon," and he gave him 50 stickers. Oh my word. Maxon promised that from now on he would always brush his teeth, and having green teeth and poison gas breath was no fun at all. And then they all lived happily ever after. Maybe you hate brushing your teeth like Maxon, but you don't want your teeth turning green or your breath beginning to smell. So don't let it get as bad as Maxon's ogre teeth, and brush them every day so your friends and family don't have to go and buy a gas mask to sit near you. Bye everyone, I hope you enjoyed that story. I'll tell you another one tomorrow if you keep turning up to see me. Stay safe, and we'll see you after lockdown, and you'll be able to cuddle your nana and your family and see your friends all over again and have fun like we did before. But until then, I'll see you tomorrow.